Well, coming up on Friday, that all-important October jobs report, Wall Street, the world really will be watching this number, but we decided to look beyond the number. We went up to Harlem and we went to a local employment office to ask them just how the situation is right now.
It's been extremely busy here. People are looking for every type of industries. The more major industries, of course, or occupations are in the healthcare industry. There seems to be a lot of opportunities, so people are coming back to be retrained. If a person is here, it's because they've actually gone beyond that whole prideful thing of not seeking for help. Once they're here, they express a lot of concerns about the current labor market, about what is the next step to actually take. And they'll vent out, they'll take a few minutes, 10 minutes at sometimes, to really talk about what's been going on with their professional careers.
All right, but the big question is, will unemployment reach or top 10%? A lot of economists think we will see 10% unemployment out from this report. Let's take a look at the unemployment numbers. They've been increasing throughout the recession. Right now, officially, we're just under 10% at 9.8%. But when you look at all the data and you dig a little deeper, what you see is essentially we're already over 10% unemployment in this country, and there's two reasons why. The first reason is people that are classified as discouraged workers in this country. As you can see, that number's been rising, dropping off just a little bit, but over 700,000 Americans are classified as discouraged workers. That means they want a full-time job, but for 4 weeks or more, they've just stopped looking for work. And because of that, they are not even included in the unemployment rates. You add that to the current unemployment rate, you're just around 11% unemployment. And then take a look at the part-time workers in this country. These are folks that, again, want full-time jobs, but either they can't find them or their hours have been cut, so they're working 34 or fewer hours a week. More than 8.2 million Americans are qualified as part-time workers. Add the part-time workers up with the discouraged workers with the current unemployment rate, and you have about 17%, far above that expected 10% unemployment that we should hear on Friday morning. Now let's take a look at one of the bright spots, and that is stimulus spending. The administration has been talking recently a lot about how stimulus spending, billions in stimulus dollars, have created or saved jobs in this country. This map on CNN Money shows you exactly what they're talking about. Take California, for example. That's a big beneficiary of stimulus spending. There they have seen a number of jobs created. And New York, North Carolina doing relatively well there, relatively speaking. But take a look at the middle of this country. Look at North Dakota, South Dakota, Kansas, Nebraska, Wyoming, Oklahoma. Those white states, not as much job creation there when you look at the stimulus dollars. So when we get that unemployment report on Friday morning, what you want to look at is not just the unemployment rate, but think of all of these other factors that play in, and then you'll really see the unemployment picture in this country.